Okay, look at my face. Yeah, you see that? Okay, now look at musical comedic genius Bo Burnham's face. Notice anything? And no, we're not talking about my freakishly good looks. We're actually talking about pride. You see, on one hand, there's me, someone who can't let go of his pride. And then we have Bo Burnham, someone who let go of his ego and sense of self-importance. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. What Bo Burnham taught me about pride and how to let go of it. Alright, let's get right into it. You see, from a very young age, we're all taught that we're good people. We're good people, and every bad thing we do is just a little mistake in the rest of goodness of life. See, when I was 11 years old, I ate the whole cup of my brother's ice cream without even asking him. And this was a bad thing to do for sure, but in my head, it was justifiable. You know, the girl I was chasing around at recess, she didn't want to play tag with me. I was going through a rough time. So I need to eat some ice cream to make myself feel better. And sure, it was a bad thing to do, just a little oopsie, but I was a good person. It was just a mistake. I was a good person. So it was justifiable in my head, and I internalized this idea and kept it for basically my whole life. I'm a good guy. Every single bad thing I do is just a little mistake, but I'm a good person. And then I watched Bo Burnham.
Must be psychotic, it must be demented to think that I'm worthy of all this attention, of all of this money you worked really hard for. I slept in late while you worked at the drugstore. My drug's attention, I am an addict, but I get paid to indulge in my habit.
The authenticity in his voice is just unreal to me. He actually sounds so ashamed of what he's become, this self-obsessing, attention-needing comic. And there's no sense of pride or ego in his voice when he's speaking. It all just seems authentic. And this is when I realized I may be a worse person than I think I am. Because when you think about it, look at the world around you. Look at the world around you. Do you see a bunch of good people? I would dare to say no. We're all just kind of selfish people, kind of arrogant people who do things to others and hurt others and gaslight and manipulate for our own selfish desires. We're not good people, okay? We're not good people, yet we still have this sense of self-righteousness and this pride of ourselves and who we are, and we think we're good people for absolutely no reason at all.
I'm an artist, please God forgive me. I am an artist, please don't revere me. I am an artist, please don't respect me. I am an artist, feel free to correct me. Self-centered artist, self-obsessed artist. I am an artist, but I'm just a kid. Maybe I'll grow out of it.
You know, Bo Burnham, dude, that man, he puts his mental health, he puts his happiness on the line just to try and make us laugh and smile for 2 hours in his comedy specials. He sacrifices his all for the good of us. And that is a very admirable thing to do, and yet I still think I'm better than everyone else. Laying down vertically on my bed at 3 p.m., grabbing my Dorito chips, scrolling one by one on TikTok, sucking the Dorito stains off of my fingers. That's me, and I think I'm better than everyone else. He was really able to look at himself and identify himself as one of the people, someone who struggles with mental health and someone who struggles with the same things we do in our day-to-day. And that's why so many people love this comedic genius. That's the difference between me and Bo Burnham. He let go of this pride, and I still hold it to this day. But what Bo Burnham taught me was that no one is really that different. We're all just people struggling through this thing we call life. And what we want to do is sit down for 2 hours and forget about all our problems. That's why we go to comedians like Bo Burnham. But what Bo Burnham did is, while I was trying to escape reality, he confronted me with it and told me, maybe you're not as good of a person as you think you are. And ever since I realized that in myself, I've been trying not to carry this ego everywhere I walk. I've been trying to be more open to criticism of my character. I've been trying to be more willing to work on myself, and I'm just trying to be more open-minded in general. That's what Bo Burnham taught me. Thanks, man. And maybe if you like this video, you might want to subscribe. Alright, catch you later.
And I was just taught, express myself and have things to say, and everyone will care about them. And I think everyone was taught that, and most of us found out no one gives a shit what we think. So we flock to performers by the thousands because we're the few that have found an audience, and then I'm supposed to get up here and say, follow your dreams, as if this is a meritocracy. It is not, okay? I had a privileged life, and I got lucky, and I'm unhappy.